Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, an emerging nation. We've been around just over 5 years, putting in solid foundations, and we are now in a position where we are beginning to expand our economy. That will benefit all our citizens as we improve the liquidity and value of our currency, because all our citizens hold our currency. Anybody can become a citizen and receive our currency free every month. There is no fee, there is no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and you're in, okay? We are also a non-separatist organization, which means we don't put people into groups based on what they look like, where they come from, what gender they are, or anything else. We simply see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value in our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. But before that, we'll have a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life, not short-term pleasure, but that ever-new joy that's within you that can't be destroyed. It's a peace of mind. It's comforting. It's always there. So you will still get extremes of pleasure, and you'll also get some sadness. But underneath it all will be that beautiful calmness. And that is something that everybody seeks. Everybody wants to be happy all the time. Not everybody knows that's what's missing from their life. They are still searching for something. They don't know what it is. And so they don't know how to get it, and they can't buy it, no matter how much money they've got. They can only get it through loving service to other people. And the great thing about being of loving service to other people is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. No longer needing to chase money, no longer needing to wonder how you're going to pay for this or make that travel arrangement or find the time to take the kids to their sports games and still do whatever else it is. It'll all start working for you. Your relationships, your financial situation, your time freedom will all become natural. It'll be attracted into your life. The more you go out and help people, the more you give loving service without thinking about the reward, just about helping other people. And that is one of the basic fundamentals of life and society. And that's what our little prayer is about. And it only lasts a few seconds, a lot less time than it took me to explain it. But first, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of our members watch the recording because 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everybody. So all these sessions are recorded and they go into YouTube and Facebook. Occasionally they'll be missing from Facebook or YouTube, but you can get it the other way around. But usually they're in both, and every day going back for the full 5 years that we've been around. So let's just have a look who's in now. You can see we've got Peter in from Canada, Werner from South Africa, Maya from Southeast England. Well, I see we've got a few more people in that are watching us streaming. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, and we got Lewis in from Portugal. He's usually in Aldink here, but he's not showing up here, but he's in somewhere. Okay, we've got Werner in from South Africa, which I've mentioned. We've got Sam in from Nigeria. We've got Kim in from Ireland. I mentioned Peter from Canada, he's in Toronto. We've got Bozina in from Slovenia. So let's get started right away with that little prayer and affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And a little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. We may have some more people in, not a lot, but we've got Don in from excuse me, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Okay. Well, we've had a lot going on here. We've had a lot going on in the world as general. We just got Richard in from Devon in England. But more importantly, if you like the astrological term, the planets are lining up for us. I'm not an astrology fan or anything, but it's a nice way of saying things. Things are coming together. They're going to allow you as members, through the power of the Success Blueprint and your own will. You've got to put the two together. One by the, without the other isn't going to work. But the power of the Success Blueprint combined with your own will is going to help every member, that includes you, become financially independent in the next 3 months. It'll mean that you have to get out of your comfort zone. It'll mean you'll have to do things that you perhaps haven't been used to doing before. And that is why you've got to get out of your comfort zone. But if you do that, and it'll get easier the more you do it, and you do it for 3 months, you will never, ever again have to worry about finances. You won't have to work anymore if you don't want to. You'll probably be happy still doing an hour a day, because that's all you're going to need to put in to your effective work. And what's effective work? It's talking to people about what we have in the Success Blueprint linked to Vibe. It's getting them through our system to a point where they understand it, and then they can make a decision of whether or not they want financial and time freedom for $12.50 a month plus a little bit of endeavor. Not everybody will accept the challenge. Most people will say, oh, I'd like to be a millionaire, but I'd rather stay where I am because I don't like talking to people, or I don't want to change. I'd really like to change, but I don't want to change because change is difficult. And that's okay. They can stay there, But for those of us that embrace growth, want to become more than we are, none of us, and I say that unreservedly, none of us will ever reach our own full potential in life. No matter how well you do, no matter what you go on to do, there will always be more that you could have achieved. The only people that reach that sort of perfect state, if you like, are people that we class as true saints. They are not just good people, but they're people that are so in tune with everything that whatever they say or do materializes. we may not even want to get to that stage, but we can certainly move much further than we are at present, and we can do it in a short space of time, and it will start a growth pattern that will continue, and we will grow more in joy, happiness, ability, because it involves helping other people. And money-wise, it'll all take care of itself. You know, just the 60,000, which is pretty much a minimum that anybody will make, that takes up this and starts to run with it in 3 months. Pretty much anybody can be making 60,000 a month. But most people will go on beyond that and make a lot more money, to the point where you'll have more than you know what to do with. You'll be able to then use it for things that you're passionate about, whether it's art or nature or helping save the world from, I don't know, plastic waste, or whatever, you know, whatever you have as a passion, you'll be able to pursue it. There won't be any barriers time-wise or financially for you. You won't have to ever say, I'm hungry, can I afford to go into the restaurant? You won't ever have to get into the restaurant and choose your meal based on the price. Everything you want in life, financially, materially, is available to you, and it's coming up now if you want it. But you've got to want it bad enough to put in that bit of effort, an hour a day for up to 3 months. Some people do it in less than 3 months. Some people it may take a little bit longer. But really everybody should and will be able to do it in 3 months if they decide to do it in 3 months. You know, what you decide to do is important. It's not about, can I do it? It's not about, it's about deciding that I am going to do this. I'm going to go out and find 3 people who are serious about changing their life within the next 7 days. And then I'm going to help them do the same within the following 7 days. And we're going to build that on, and we're going to do it 7 days, 7 days, 7 days at a time. And it's all just a matter of you getting out there and making sufficient contacts. There are billions of people in this world who want more than they have, but most of them just want it. They're not prepared to do anything for it. But there are an awful lot of people that are online looking for something where they are prepared to work to achieve their goals. I'm not talking about the people that are just on there looking for something and they're going to get involved. We've been there. I've been there. You've been there. You know, you find something and it's all glittery and sparkly website and tell you you're not going to need to do anything, and you get involved and they've disappeared within 3 months and taken your money with them. Some of them last a bit longer. Some of them last as long as 2 years. But that isn't going to achieve financial and time freedom. What we have is we share abundance. No matter what happens, we will come back. We've been through something that would have shut most people down, and it's not the first time. We've been through things that would have shut people down. We just keep on going. There is no alternative to us but to continue and to grow. And if that is your own personal attitude as well, you cannot fail. But you have to be prepared to make those changes. So it is good. I sent you a replay or a recording of the last live we did for the Success Blueprint. It's really poor, okay? I have to say that, but it is what we did. I had intended to spend a day planning for it. I ended up spending an hour, and it shows. We'll be having another on Monday, and I'm going to spend tomorrow planning for it, all being well, and it will be a lot smoother, a lot better, and as long as it goes well, it'll be available for YouTube or wherever. It's there. People want what we have. Not everybody wants it, but we don't want everybody. We only want the people that want it. And all you've got to do is find 3 of them. And there are literally millions, probably billions of people that want it. It's not unaffordable for anybody. It might be a bit of a struggle for people in some countries, $12.50 a month. But if you do what we've said and build that 3,927 within a month, you'll never put your hand in your pocket again. It becomes a one-time cost. It isn't, it's a $12.50 monthly fee. But if you build that 3,927, it pays you in month after month after month, not only into the Success Blueprint, but also into Vibe, also into the 777 Club, also into the Share Hope Powerline plan, also into the Easy Team Builder, also into the Poverty Crusher, without you ever putting your hand in your pocket again. And those will all make additional income. The 60,000 I'm talking about is going to come from Vibe. And anybody can do it in 3 months if they have the will to do it. Okay, let's have a quick look here. We've got a few more people in, I think. You are not transmitting on our link, Lewis says. We are, Lewis. We had done in, we've got Peter in from the Cameroon, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Buzina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We've got a question from Devon. Will there be any recruitment into Success Blueprint on behalf of TCC members? No. But there is a lot going on in the background for TCC members, but we can't put people in to the blueprint, recruit people for you. You've got to be able to do it. You've got to grow personally. It won't work otherwise. So no, it isn't something we can do for people. We will be, and there are, and I'm hoping we can announce some big moves next week for TCC, because I've been working on that as well as other things, and I'm quite excited about that. And I'll be able to give you, I'm sure I can give you a preview of it next week. Whether it'll be up and running fully or not, I don't know. But that will be available. But that will build your team within We Share Abundance. Now, some of them may get involved in the Success Blueprint, but we can't sort of directly recruit into Success Blueprint for anybody. You have to build that relationship. You have to get with them. You have to help them, and you've got to. We're looking at 3 people. If you don't have that will, that desire to go out and help 3 people for $12.50 a month each to make life-changing income, then Success Blueprint isn't for you, because you're going to have to do it and you're going to have to work with those people. And that's why it's not being added into the bundle. That's why it won't be a part of the turnkey cash cow system. It has to be you wanting it enough to get out there and do it. Okay? Lewis says, I'm back here. Yeah, well, we've been here for a while, Lewis. So I don't know why you said we weren't operating, but we were, and we are. Okay. And you know we are now. That is one of the things that I've been doing, with making that presentation from last Friday as good as we could get it. Took a lot of editing. It wasn't only a mess because of the lack of time, but we had a breakdown in communication for quite a long time as well in the middle. Had to take that out. And but it is there, it is available. It's only available to people with the link. You have the link in your inbox. You can share that link if you choose to. It's not the greatest presentation, but it's not the worst either. I've seen worse. I've made worse often. So it is there, but it's up to you to get out there and do it. It isn't something that anybody can do for you. It will take some effort. It will require change, but it will be worth it. I can't promise it'll be easy. I can't tell you it's going to be hard either. It's just going to be whatever you make it. But you've got to make that effort and do it day after day after day after day until it runs automatically. And if you're really ambitious, you can get it running automatically in less than 3 months. Okay. That's taken up a lot of my time today. I did manage to get an email out to most people. Of course, we've lost some of our servers, not just We Share Abundance and Multiply Weezer. We lost other servers. We lost servers with storing videos and information and all sorts of things. 20 years of effort there. I lost over 200,000 email leads. But what we have left, we will work with, and we will rise like the phoenix out of the ashes. And as I say, I did get an email out today. I got blocked by GetResponse. Now, I've been using GetResponse for, they didn't block me because of anything I'd done, but I've been using GetResponse, and with everything we have, for, I don't know, 20 years, I suppose. But it was to do with the this DMARC registration thing. Now, the address that I send from in GetResponse, once again, I've been using for that 20 years. And when this DMARC first came in 12 months ago, we went through all the processes and we got it all done. Now, maybe it's something to do with the server change that caused them to say, we can't send because this isn't in compliance with DMARC, and Google and Yahoo aren't going to accept mails and things like that. Anyway, I got onto the new server support team and they fixed it in about 2 minutes. Really, I'm really, really pleased with the new support team that we have, the new hosting and everything. But I've not tried sending yet through GetResponse because, and I've not got many leads in there. There's only 5,000 or 6,000 or something. I don't know. Even though I've had it for a long, long time, it's not one that I've used a great deal. But it's 5,000 or 6,000 better than not having them, you know. But I'm waiting a little while because the team said it might take a while to propagate, so I'll just hang on. So I'll be sending that out probably tomorrow morning, and hopefully then it'll go through. So I did get an email out. I sent you a copy of it so that you can take a look at it, take what you want from it. Make sure, of course, if you're using it, you change any affiliate links to your own links. I'm not quite sure when. I'll find out on Monday. I'll be having a discussion with Vishal on Monday because we need to change the payment options on where you buy the ShareHope plan. So that needs to be updated because we are, even though we're not showing it on the website, it's still showing the old plan and everything like that, and it's the old back office. Officially, we're in the new plan because everybody that we've got in there, we're just going to simply transfer them over into the new database, and that won't run until the 27th of this month. Now that may seem like a long time ago, but it's only 3 weeks, and that run can go very, very quickly. So I want to push Vishal to make sure we can get first of all the cost sorted out. Anybody that's paying now, we're going to save them to $2 basically, because they can only pay $10. So we're going to have to find a way of doing that. So I really want to get it changed to $12 or $130 as soon as possible. And I'm looking to be able to do that on Monday. So those will be your options on Monday. So if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade for $10 now. But by Monday it'll be $130 or for a year, or it'll be $12 for a calendar month. Okay, I've got a question, I think, from Sam. Is there anything that has been done to nail down the thief? No, we'll be reporting it to the authorities on Monday. There is little or no hope of getting any money back. Let me make that very clear. The guy is in India, and what is it, about $10,000 is an awful lot of money to somebody in India, and he may feel it's worth serving time for. I doubt whether we'll get any money back. It's very rare to get money back in a situation like that. I mean, if it had been somebody in England, $10,000, or in the United States, $10,000, it's hardly worth going to prison for a few years for $10,000. But in some other countries, it may well be something that is a good trade-off for the people. But we don't even know how well the prosecution will work or anything else. We will be handing it to the authorities. We'll give them all the information we have. What they are able to do with it is in their hands. You know, it's up to their legal structure and police force and everything else. I will keep you informed if we get anything positive, but the guy hasn't made any effort to communicate with us, and he has been moving the money out into another account rather than the one it went into initially. I don't know whether he thinks that makes it any more difficult to track or anything. It doesn't change anything, but you know, the same as he logged in and changed his profile, it doesn't change anything. We've still got his voter card there with the biometrics saying that, yeah, this is definitely the guy that came in with this card. So it's nailed on who it is and what they're doing. What the law does with it is out of our control. And we got Iona in from the Cook Islands. Hi there. But even if he does get prosecuted and goes to prison, what's the chances of us getting the money back? Pretty small. Even if they recover funds, usually what happens is they take out their expenses first anyway. So 10,000, they may say, okay, we managed to recover 5,000, but our costs are 4,000 and the legal fees are 2,000, so you owe us 1,000. That's the way it works, unfortunately. But we'll do what we can. Okay. Yeah, so the exciting things really that are happening are the ShareHope Powerline plan with that hybrid matrix and the Vibe success blueprint. The ShareHope Powerline plan is something that anybody can get involved in, even if they say, I don't want to be involved in talking to people, referring people, helping people. All I want to do, I'll pay my money and cross my fingers and hope for the best. It'll work for those people. Of course, it'll take a lot longer than the people that are prepared to go out and help other people. It was interesting as well. I saw a comment on Facebook on one of the posts I'd done, and it was from a member here actually. I don't think he's on the call today, but he says, do I have to show my face? Why wouldn't you want to show your face? Are you embarrassed about the way you look? What do you do when you go out? Put a paper bag over your head. You are going to be talking to people. People want to know who they're dealing with. They want to know who it is. And that is why all you people that are in the app here should be prepared to have your cameras on. You don't have to show your home. You can put a background in, like I've got a background in, or you can not, whatever. You can blur it. Some of the time, I know that you may feel, oh, I've only just got up and I don't look too good or whatever. But really, you are going out to the world and you're saying, okay, look, I'm here to help you. And I want to help you become successful financially and get you time freedom. And we're going to work together. And they want to know who they're working with. And you want to know who you're working with. You want to be able to see them. And they want to look you in the eyes. And you want to look in their eyes. And so don't try and hide, What we're doing is all above board, legal, ethical. It's above ethical. It is an amazing way to help a lot of other people. I see we've got Ramachandra in. I've also tried to contact the mob, but no response comes. This mobile is temporarily not receiving any calls. Yeah, he's running and hiding. But that's from Ramachandra in Watford in England. He can't avoid being tracked down. That is without doubt. But he's going to try and do it if he can. He can't. But whatever happens beyond that, who knows? Okay, we haven't got time to waste on that. That's in the past. It's gone. It's like this, which I keep here to remind me. Okay, This is, well, no, let's put it that way up. Okay, so it's running. What's coming in here now is the past. It's gone. Nothing you can do about it. Hopefully you can learn any lessons from it, but you can't change it. That's it. It's gone. This bit here is the future up here. And you don't know what that holds. You know, you can't tell the future. The only thing you've got control over is this little tiny bit in the middle here, right here. And that is your present. And what you do with that present is going to determine your future. So don't waste the present. Don't make excuses. Don't procrastinate. Just get out there and do it. You've got to allocate 1 hour a day to doing, if you're in the Success Blueprint, to doing what you need to do, which is be connecting with people, more and more people, every minute of every hour that you are working, an hour a day. And if it takes you 10 minutes to connect with somebody, that'll be at least 6 people a day. At least 6 people a day. Probably be more, because some of them will push you away faster than that. But it could be a lot more, depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it. But you've got to do it day after day after day until it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, it's easy. It just happens. You know, it's like you get up in the morning, you don't have to think about it. You brush your teeth, you have a shower, whatever. It's a habit. You say, okay, it's such and such a time. This is when I have my breakfast. It's a habit. Your life is run by habits. Most of them are just normal habits of doing things, you know. I have my breakfast at this time, I have my lunch then, I have my tea then, or my dinner, whatever you want to call it. I go out at that time and do this, and I go to bed then, and I get up at this time, and they're all just habitual, you know, habits. Unfortunately, most of us have some bad habits as well, and they're the ones that you've got to try and get rid of, and you've got to not just try and cut them out, because that is just taking a chunk. You've got to replace them with the opposite, you know. So if you've got a bad habit, which is eating too many chocolates, replace it with eating fresh fruit, something like that, you know. You know what your bad habits are, and you know what good habits are. And it's not what society tells you, it's what your conscience tells you. Okay? Society and what is currently accepted in society doesn't necessarily mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. But you know what's right and wrong. You know within you. Okay? So get into the right habits. Get into the habit of spending an hour a day talking to people, finding out if you can help them. And when you find somebody that you can help, go flat out and help them all you can. Go the extra mile. Be of loving service. And the rest will take care of itself. Okay, and we've got Nanki Epin from Nigeria as well. Something changed there. I think somebody left. Okay. Right. What else do we have? I don't really have any more news because that's what I've been up to today. It took me a long time to edit that video. It is there. It is available. You can use it if you choose to, but you won't find it publicly on YouTube. It's only available to people that have the link. But if you send them the link, you can. I'm not sure whether you can download it when it's in that situation. But we'll have a better one Monday, 4 p.m. Okay. If there's no other questions, we're done really for today. I don't have numbers and things. They're meaningless at the moment. I'm hoping we'll be back on numbers next week. And if we can get back on numbers, we can also get back on doing some random withdrawals. We'll be looking into that. We're looking into just getting back into a normal situation again. And at the same time, promoting in a big way what we have. 2 most powerful plans, Success Blueprint and ShareHub Powerline Plan. Okay, let's say I'm also working in the background on, and I think you're going to like it. I've got a robot that's going to work for you. It's the first of several, actually. And when we've got them working and they're working well for the Cash Cow members, we'll be able to put one in for the other members as well. But it is pretty much built. It just wants a few finishing touches, and it'll be set to go. And then we'll be putting traffic through it. Okay, with that said, we're done. I haven't got any more news. I haven't got anything to tell you. Have I got anything here? Nope. We are genuinely finished. No more questions. God bless you all. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time in our link, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Facebook. Until then, God bless you. Get out. Don't make excuses. Make money. Make people happy. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.